The elemental composition of this body is such that 72% of this body is water, 12% is earth, 6% is air, 4% is fire, the remaining is Akash. For one to live well here, water plays the most important role because 72% of this body is water, 72% of the planet is water. So the Kumbh or the science of making use of the confluence of rivers at certain latitudes came because of keen observation of how life and the different forces around us function and how we can make use of that. It is very significant and particular day, it's called Mauni Amavasya. People understand that this is a time of great benefit. Usually they stay silent from that day onwards till Mahashivratri. And they're choosing places where water bodies are meeting, rivers are meeting and creating a vortex so that the impact is maximum. That is why in that Sangam they want to have a dip on that day. And what started with a few yogis has now grown into like 40 to 50 million people in one day. It is the event on the planet. If you go and see there, you will see India. An India of another dimension. People are putting their last penny and traveling from somewhere just to be there for 2 days because somebody has told them on that day if you take a dip you'll attain mukti. Still 800 million people in this country are actively seeking liberation, knowingly or unknowingly. It's an incredible thing, nowhere else on the planet there is such a phenomena happening that there are human beings longing to go beyond their present level of existence consciously. When it comes to the inner mechanics of the human being, nowhere else in the world can people offer profound solutions as India can offer, because this is something that we've invested our time, life and energies for almost 8–10,000 years, and we have gleaned this knowledge, not something that we believe, not something that we made up as philosophies, something that we observed and noted down and made tools as to how to access this. It's my wish and my blessing that this Kumbh Mela should become a huge step in that direction to awaken the world to this possibility. This is a profound understanding of the 12.25-year cycles of the sun. Who we are, the way we are, why we got shaped like this is fundamentally because of the various forces that function upon us, solar system being the main thing. In a way, the solar system is functioning like a potter's wheel. It functions like the potter's wheel, and if, for example, the planet decides to rotate a little faster than the way it is right now, all organisms on this planet will have to go through a dramatic change in the way they are. Probably the presently existing organisms, including us, would not survive a 2 times speed of rotation. We are like this because we are a product of this system. Understanding the power of these cycles upon the human system, they identified places and situations which would be of maximum benefit to human well-being. So particularly they chose places where there is confluence of rivers, because where 2 rivers meet, there is a non-stop force. And our bodies of the 5 elements dominated by water. Over 72% of our body is water. So if you're in a place where there are churning waters at certain times, considering the latitude and at that time of the year or at that time of these 12-year cycles, the relationship between the planet and the sun, it creates a powerful situation where one can transform themselves. A lot of studies have been made on the previous Kumbh, and they found phenomenal physiological changes in people who stayed there for over 40 days, and every day they were in that water. A Kumbh Mela is supposed to be for 48 days. That is, people should stay there for 48 days, every day in the river along with that sadhana. This is part of the Bhuta Shuddhi tradition, where the fundamental process is to cleanse the elements in the system. And water being a major part of it, water is considered very important for health, well-being, prosperity, whatever we are seeking in our lives. So these 48 days has particular specific sadhanas where people stayed there and went through this process and came out fully transformed, because they made use of the natural forces to transform the quality of oneself, not just physiologically, even spiritually.